So it's kind of going to like swirl. So picture that, whatever it looks like for you, this beautiful diamond blue light entering through your higher chakras. And as it goes down into your physical vehicle, it's like kind of like a vortex. It's like spinning, and it spins all the way down until it settles in your toes. And watch it settle in each one of your toes, your big toe, your second toe, your middle toe, your second to last toes, your pinky toe. And you see it swirling as it's descending in through your crown chakra. It's filling up like a glass would fill in, like a glass of water would fill up. So your toes are filling. And then again, picturing this beautiful blue sparkling water filling up your physical vehicle. And as it fills up every piece part of your physical vehicle, you'll notice that tensions are melting away. What this is doing is it's cleansing away any blockages, it's clearing away any stagnancies, and it's inviting all of this energy that may have felt forgotten or, not interacted with. It's allowing it to go on and become something new. Energy wants to be free. It doesn't want to stay in one space. So all of these blockages are coming through and they're clearing out. Again, the water is coming in through our higher chakras, dumping into our crown chakra, and flowing all the way to the bottom of our physical vehicle. And we can watch it fill up like a glass of water. We can see those beautiful bubbles as more and more water fills in. It feels like we're about at our knees right now. And you will notice that some places when we go in our physical vehicle might be taking a little bit longer to clear than others, and that's okay. We just allow this process and we welcome it, we honor it, and we thank all of this energy for being here with us because it all did support us for some reason at one time in our lives. And we do thank it for helping us, and we do send it love as it goes off to become something else. Still filling and filling and filling our physical vehicle with this wonderful deep blue diamond oceanic salt water. Feels like it's pulling up through our knees. And now we're about at our root chakra. It's filling to our sacral chakra. It's filling at our solar plexus now. And pulling up, watching it fill up all the way. We're at our heart chakra now. It's filling up our neck, out our ears, out our arms, and all of our fingertips. And now let's take in one huge deep breath. And with that deep breath out, the water leaves. Our physical vehicle is now cleansed and cleared of stagnancies and blockages, enabling the flow of all of this energy that's going to come forward with us on this journey to flow. Now, the next thing we're going to do, let's ensure that both of our feet are on the ground just for this part of the exercise. And I want you to find your root chakra in your mind. And I want you to picture some type of a secure line coming from it. It can look like whatever you want. For me right now, it looks like a hook and almost like something you would use if you're going in a boat. But basically, we're going to secure our root chakra to the core of the earth. And so what this is going to look like is we have this cord coming down from our root chakra. It's entering the earth. It's going through all these different levels of the dirt and different levels of the earth's crust. It's going all the way down to the very center of the earth. And we do have some friends that work here at the center of the earth. For me, it looks like they're working in some type of laboratory, and they always wave at me, and sometimes they tell me their name. Sometimes they look like salamanders. So thank you guys. And so they are securing us down to the root of the earth, and then we're going to follow this cord all the way back up through the different layers of the earth, emerging through the dirt and out and up and through us all the way to our root chakra. So now our root chakra is securely grounded. Now the next part that we're going to do, this a lot of times looks like a fishing net or a sea algae for me, but basically we're going to picture sea algae or fishing net or whatever it looks like, and it's going to capture our toes and our feet and our ankles and our calves and our knees. and our upper legs, quads and hamstrings, and going all the way up through our pelvis and stopping right at the solar plexus. And then this also we're going to watch follow that same line. It's an independent line of the other one, but it's following that same path into the ground and past the layers of the Earth's crust and down, 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 down again to the salamanders at the core of the Earth where it's going to be secured. So we are secured. We are grounded, rooted, secured. Now what we're going to do is breathe in one time and release. And as we release this breath, we picture we're blowing out a bubble of air. And this bubble of air is going to expand around our aura as far as we can picture it into a big protective bubble of yellow sunshine light. Now this bubble is going to, in addition to the grounding practices, is going to keep our physical vehicle safe, secure, so that we can go on our meditation today and we can journey. So our physical vehicle is safe. Now this bubble, it can stay where you are, or you can put it with yourself in it in some type of a safe area. So I have a tree in my yard. Sometimes I will put my physical bubble near that tree. If you want to put it in a planet or, in the middle of the sun, you can put it wherever. Whatever comes to you is perfect. All right. And so now that we have removed the stagnancies, cleared the energy flow, secured ourselves, grounded ourselves, rooted ourselves, and placed our physical vessel in an energetic bubble, we are going to start on our journey. So let's see here. So, all right. So the first thing that I see is that we are laying on a beach. And it's very bright out. We decide to lay down on the sand and close our eyes so we can feel the sand beneath our bare feet. We can feel the warmth of the sun behind our eyelids. And we can faintly see behind our closed eyelids this bright, bright, bright yellow color of the sun coming through. As we inhale, we can smell the fresh salt sea air, and we can hear the call of many different birds in the background, in addition to the waves whooshing on the shore. As we lick our lips, we can taste the sea salt on our lips and on our tongue. And it occurs to us that we would like to explore. So in this space, in this place, on this beach, we decide to sit up and look around. And there's nobody around, just us and the sea and the birds and the ocean. There's a couple large boulders in the distance in the ocean that waves are crashing up upon. And as we look to the far right, we see something that piques our interest. Very interesting, actually, because it looks like a cottage made completely out of seaweed. And we're intrigued. So we're going to stand up in this place and in this space on this beach. And we're going to walk. We're going to walk towards this cottage. And as we walk, we can feel the softness of our feet patting on that sand that has just a little bit of water underneath. So each time we touch it, it kind of poofs under a little bit of the pressure of our feet. We can feel the warmth of the sand and the gushiness of our toes sinking in because the sand is a little bit wet. And we see a little crab scurry by as we continue to walk towards this beautiful looking cottage. Now it seems like the sun is shining on this cottage as though to say, this is the main attraction. This is why you're here today. And we are going to get closer and closer and closer to this cottage. And as we approach the door, we stand here and we imagine something. Something is coming through to us clear as day. It might be an emotion, it might be a memory, it might be a picture of someone or some fun memory from our past, but something has dropped into our awareness as clear as day. Let's see. We're going to focus on whatever this something is. Maybe it's a question. And whatever this something is, it seems to be our intention. And so this cottage that is called to us has called to us because it has some type of a answer that we seek. It has some type of relatability to whatever this intention is for us, whatever this is that's dropping into our awareness. And so as we get closer and closer and closer to the doorknob, we go to lift our right hand to open the doorknob, and the door opens in front of us. As the door opens in front of us, we step inside. And as we step inside, the door behind us closes, and we realize it is completely dark in here. For 1 second, we hesitate and we consider turning around, but then we realize, no, this is what we came here for. We're brave. We're not afraid of the darkness. We're going to shine our lights on any darkness. We're going to shine our light on anything that's hidden, because it actually wants to be seen, and it actually wants to be felt, be experienced, be heard. So let's see. So now we notice as we look to the right that there is a lantern. So we can go ahead and grab this lantern. And as we move this lantern in front of us, we notice that there is a huge descending staircase at our feet. And we are going to embark down this staircase. There's 27 stairs, which I will count down from 27 to 1. Now, as we're walking down this staircase, it is a spiral staircase, and it's made completely of mother of pearl steps. As we bring the light above our head and look down the staircase, it has that Fibonacci spiral pattern, which seems fitting with everything that we're doing today. And we move the lantern down again so that we can see in front of our feet. And we're going to start stepping down on these steps. Now, as we count down from 27 to 1, make a note of anything that you see on these walls as you're walking down these steps. And whatever drops into your awareness is perfect. Let it flow through you, be an open channel, and invite it all into the experience. And here we go. 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When we get to the bottom of the staircase, there is a hook that we can hang our lantern on. It is a little bit chilly, so we do have on the wall next to the lantern a hook that has a robe. Go ahead and put that on. Go ahead and make note of what this robe is made of. What does it feel like on your skin? Is it feathers? Is it soft? Is it scratchy? Is it wool? Does it have any kind of a color that stands out to you? Is it made of sequins? One of the images I'm getting now is it's almost like, it doesn't make sense, but again, these things don't always make sense. It's like a mermaid. It's like some type of like a mermaid sheath. And this is interesting. Okay. So here we are, excuse me, in this space and in this place. And actually, I guess it's not a robe anymore. It's full on changed into a mermaid suit. So let's put it on. Okay. We have our mermaid suit on. And this is very interesting too, because as we turn to the right, it's a fireplace, but it's not a fireplace. As we look at this fireplace, it looks like fire at first, but then as we look closer, we realize it's like a spiral of water, and it's inviting us to come in. Now, I can feel at our solar plexus that we're a little unsure about this, but we came here today for a reason, and we're in a safe space, and we have all of our guides and ancestors and other dimensional versions of ourselves. We are very safe. So let's see. I think we can do it. So when we feel ready, we're going to jump into this spiral of water. And we're going to relax and allow the spiral of water to take us where it wants us to go. All right, so now the spiral of water has taken us into the ocean. And because we put on our mermaid suit, we can breathe underwater. We don't have to worry about that. And it seems like right now we're just swimming around and just really kind of like enjoying this avatar that we got to experience for this moment. And we're twirling around and we're swimming. And now we are at some type of a gate. It almost looks like an underwater carnival. And it's not necessarily deserted, but there's no one there. But the feeling is that it's especially for us today. So it's reserved just for us. So as we get up to the ticket counter, the young man sitting behind the ticket counter simply just gestures off to the left, and then the gate opens and we swim in. There's all kinds of different features and attractions and rides and games. And we're just kind of swimming through and looking at all of them. Okay, so what is coming up right now is a huge slide. Again, go with it. Seems interesting to have a slide when we're underwater, but there's something about this slide that is asking us to please come. And so we're going to see what this is like. It's almost like we're floating up to the top because again, we're in our mermaid suits. And it seems like this slide, okay, the slide is, if it were not in the ocean, it would be so high, it would be like as high as a skyscraper. And there's something that's coming up right now in terms of heights. So, and this could very well be some type of metaphor. So maybe we're not necessarily afraid of heights, but maybe there is some goal out there that we're really trying to reach, and it just seems unfathomable. And so this very high slide is asking us to just climb the stairs. Again, it doesn't make sense because we have our mermaid suit on, but we're going to climb the stairs. Maybe it's like in Splash where our mermaid feet turn into human feet while we're climbing up these stairs. Yes, again, we're climbing up stairs underwater, but we're just going to go with it. We're climbing up these stairs and then we get to the top and we're going to stand at the top of this slide. So we're standing at the top of the slide and it's a huge slide. There's plenty of space for like 17 or 20 other people to go down the slide at the same time as us. But again, we're the only person here. And at the top of the slide, we're just going to stand here and we're just going to be here. And the reason we're doing this is because we're terrified. This is terrifying. Standing at the top of something that's so high, all by ourselves, No one around to hold our hand, no one around to say it's going to be all right. We place our hands on our hearts and we tell ourselves, I trust you. I trust you, Brooke. I trust you, Crystal. And when we're ready, we're going to sit down on the slide, close our eyes, and we're going to let ourselves slide down this huge slide. Now I want you to feel what it feels like as you're sliding down this slide. Where are your arms? Are they around your body? Are they holding your heart? Are they up in the air with joy? Are they down near your sides? Now, as we're going down this slide, there's something inside of us that's trying to communicate with us, and it wants to come out. I feel like it's in our solar plexus. I feel like it's in our tummy, and I feel like it wants to come out. So we invite it out. And the image that I'm getting is like a magician pulling a rabbit out of its hat. So whatever this fear, if you will, that's inside of us, the white rabbit that popped out of the hat, it's our superpower. So we're trying to figure out how we can merge these two fields together. And we're still sliding down this slide. And the whole time, it's almost like we're half in wonder and half in awe, we're half in trepidation, and we're half in excitement. And so as we reach down to the bottom of the slide, slowly by slowly, it's almost like we can see these gears turning. They're like these yellow gears. And one of them is excitement, and one of them is empowerment. And the excitement one is going very, very fast. And the empowerment one is catching up. And as we get to the bottom, the excitement and the empowerment are right on cue and right on time with each other. All right. So that felt like a lot. Felt like a really big thing. So now that we're at the bottom of this slide, we find ourselves transported back to the bottom of the staircase. And it looks like we no longer have our mermaid suit on. There's a little pile of water on the floor. Again, we are back in this place at the base of the stairs. We can see the lantern and we can see the ropes. Okay, now is the time that we can put on our robe. We put on our robe. And there's also some slippers. And again, what do the robe and the slippers feel like, look like? How do they make you feel? Any of these things that drop into your awareness are beautiful. And whenever we're doing these journeys, as many details that come to you is beautiful for the experience. All right, so now we turn to the right, and that fireplace that turned into that vortex of water is now back to being a regular fireplace. This fireplace is very impressive because the chimney goes up all those 27 stairs. So this chimney goes way high out of this place. So cool. All right, now what we do notice sitting in front of this fireplace area is a round table. This table is also made out of mother of pearl. And the base of it is actually made out of big conch shells. And we notice there is a notebook and a pen, and there are two seats. They're facing each other. I would like for you to pick a seat, and I would like for you to visualize what this chair looks like. Is it adorned in jewels? What is it made of? Is it made of seashells? It could be made of water. It could be made of porcelain. It could be made of My Little Ponies. It can be made of anything. But go ahead and sit down in whichever of the two chairs feels like it's for you. And as you sit down and sink into this chair, I want you to look at the notebook, and I want you to look at the pen, and then I want you to look at the fireplace, and then I want you to look at the chair that is directly across from you on the other side of the round table. I want you to invite someone to sit in that chair. The first person, or even animal, the first thing that pops into your awareness is perfect. Place that figure in that chair in front of you. Now, I would like for you to ask that figure again. It could be you. It could be you now. It could be you as a baby, as a 3-year-old. It could be you in the future. It could be anyone or anything, but whatever dropped into your awareness first is perfect. Place that person or figure or energy in the chair across from you. And you guys are just going to sit for a moment. And then I want you to write down in the notebook 3 questions that you would like to ask whomever or whatever energy is sitting across from you. You have 3 important questions. I want you to write them down in the notebook. And if you'd like to, you can even write the questions in the air with your fingers, or you can simply visualize them. However feels right to you is perfect. And after you write down those 3 questions in the notebook, you're going to sit into the chair, and whomever it is that you invited to sit across from you is going to remove the notebook from the table, turn it around, and read the 3 questions. And then what's going to happen now is you and whomever is in that chair are going to have a dialogue together. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're talking out loud. Um, they're going to convey some things to you, and you can convey some stuff back to them. But basically, there are these 3 questions that you are wanting answers to, and whomever you've chosen to sit with you at this time is going to help you access these answers within yourself. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go into a few minutes of quietness where we can just have a communion with this individual or energy that is sitting across from us. And I'll check in with you in just a few minutes. And then when we're ready to resume the rest of the exercise, we will do so. But go ahead and enjoy this space and this place at this time. All right, so go ahead and take some time to finish up. When it feels ready to you, when you feel that the answer that you've asked of the other individual that's seated with you at this time, and you feel like you've adequately communicated the 3 questions and they've been able to express what their answers are for you. Let's go ahead and say goodbye, whatever that looks like. Maybe you're hugging each other, maybe you're holding hands and saying how much you mean to each other. Maybe you're shaking their hand and saying thank you. This has been very helpful for me. And then when you're ready to say goodbye, let's say goodbye. And we'll go ahead and stand up. And you can close the book with the questions. Now, whatever you'd like to do with this book is fine. You can leave this book here for the next time you decide to come to this place. You can place the book inside the fire if you'd like to do that, or you can bring the book with you. Whatever you'd like to do is perfect. But this is your safe space, and you can come here whenever you'd like. And it might not always look the same, but it will always be here for you. So we're going to stand up from our chairs, take one last look at the beautiful fireplace, the beautiful table, the beautiful chairs. We're going to walk back over to where we see the lantern on the wall, and we're going to hang up our robe and put away our slippers. We're going to go ahead and grab the lantern. Now the lantern for me is showing up as red. Notice if it shows up as any particular color for you, and if not, that's okay. And while we were communicating with the other individual in this space, a group of fairies came and they said that they would like to assist. They said that the stairs sometimes can be a little daunting and we're a little bit tired. So what they're going to do is they're going to lift us up and float us up the 27 stairs. We're still going to go ahead and count back up. And actually, they're making fun of us saying, we don't need the lantern. So they're telling us to put the lantern back down. Okay, so we're just going to trust them, even though it is making us a little nervous, but we're going to trust them. And there's so many fairies. And wow, they're flying and fluttering all around us. And it's almost like they're not actually physically supporting our weight, but we're like, it's almost like we're laying down, like how royalty would come out on those things in the olden days, but they were being carried like on some type of a sling or something. That's what it feels like, but there's nothing physically supporting us. It's actually all of these fairies together with the vibration of their wings and the high frequency of their energies is enabling us to be so light that we're going to glide up these stairs. And the fairies are just asking us to trust them completely and to completely melt into relaxation as they float us up these 27 stairs. And as we're going up the 27 stairs, I want you to allow anything to come into your awareness. And the things that you like, go ahead and grab onto and put them into a little pouch that's on your left side and keep them for later. Anything that comes into your awareness that you don't like, go ahead and push it off to the side and it will go back out into the ether and assimilate into something else. And so now we're going to float up along with these fairies, this 27 stairs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe they're even telling you jokes. Fairies are very fun. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and we're up. Now the fairies are letting us float gently back into a standing position. And as they leave, they tie an energetic bow, as if to say, everything that's happened here in this space and in this place and at this now moment in time is just for you. It's just for you. It's just for you. And they also said you can call upon them at any time as well. And now they're flying off. Okay, So now we're standing in front of the door in this seaweed cottage, and it's floating open for us. And we step outside, look back on it, hold our hands on our heart, and blow it a kiss in gratitude. Thank you for this wonderful and safe and purposeful journey that you've guided us through today. And as we turn our back to the cottage, the door shuts behind us, and the cottage actually melts into the sand and almost looks like a mirage. It truly was just for us. And as we turn around and we walk, we can see a dolphin jumping in the distance in the ocean. Again, we inhale that beautiful, beautiful scent of the ocean and the salt and the moisture that fills our nostrils. And we can feel the moisture in the wind all around us. And we step into the sand, feeling it gushing, releasing all the tension in our feet. We can hear the call of the seagulls and the waves crashing up against the rocks. And again, we can taste the sea salt on our lips, but we also taste cotton candy. It seems to me that the fairies spread some fairy dust to remind us that it's okay to enjoy the sweet things in life. And by sweet, they mean the high frequency energies of love, unconditional love, joy, abundance, empowerment. These are the sweet things in life that they're talking about. And they also have said, every time your nostrils fill with the smell of cotton candy, we want you to think of us and think of the place and time that we went together, where we traveled on that empowering journey. And now we're coming back to the space where we were sitting before on the beach. We're going to go ahead and sit back down. And then we're going to go ahead and lay back down on the beach. Again, the sun is really bright in our eyes, so we're going to go ahead and close our eyes. We're going to melt into the beach here. And as we close our eyes and melt into the beach, we slowly float back into our physical body, into that energy bubble that we made for ourselves, wherever it is, whether it's in the sun or under our favorite tree. We're floating back into our physical vehicle, and then our physical vehicle is coming back to where we are now in this time-space reality, this now moment. And as we are ready, we'll wiggle our toes, twinkle our nose, wiggle our fingers, and just come back into our physical body. If you need to take a few cleansing breaths, you are very welcome. And just come back as you are ready. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. How was it for you?
It was very relaxing.
Okay, good.
Uh, kind of that middle ground between, being alert, because I could hear your voice, but then, that's what I've kind of been trying to get at for a long time, is being alert, but also being very relaxed. So that was a really good,
Yeah.
that was really good.
Yay! So what I would recommend is just be gentle with yourself, and that practice that we just talked about towards the end, where the things that drop into your awareness that you like and you put them in like a little pouch, and the things that aren't for you, you just you can continue to practice that. And I feel like what you said, practicing this type of flow of your energy is really just going to help transform so many things, because you'll just start getting so many messages, and you'll be able to tell when the messages are from you or your guides, or if it's something you just need to say. Think. But so yeah, here, I'll stop this now. I think. Okay. Because then